Okay, let us start the topic. You please mute yourself because I'm getting a lot of disturbance from your end. All of you, please mute. Okay. Now we are going to start our session. Last day I told you then we are going to start the topic from this day onwards. And the first topic I want to take is reproduction in lower and higher plants. Now, before that, I just want to confirm that how many of you have seen the video which I sent to you, or at least you have read the notes which I sent you. You please write yes or no there in the chat box right fast. If you have seen the video or the notes, you please write yes. If you have not done anything, then write no. Okay, very good. You keep on. And see in the video, three different types of videos I posted on that time. One video that is of Khan Academy, and another video that is of one sir. He was taking the class very fast for 1 hour like that. And another video that is one girl is taking the lecture. So I gone through all the three videos, and I noted that the video which is which is in a video in which the class is taken by one girl, that is far better than the other two videos which I sent you. So what I think that now onwards I will concentrate on the videos which are in which that girl is teaching. So that videos I will send further. So no other videos I will send, because other videos I've seen that so many drawbacks there in that. And the video which in which the girl is taking the lectures, there are some discrepancies, there are some mistakes are there. Okay, let it be, there is no issue, but to some extent you can, it will be easy for you to understand. So that video I will send further. No other videos I will send. Okay. Today now you can see the topic which I'm going to take, and this video I will send it later. At the same time, the PowerPoint also I will send by night, or by tomorrow I will post this particular PowerPoint show, and you can download in your device, and you can see the things over there, and you can study the things. And one more information I want to give you right now. Last day I forgot to tell you that whenever you come for the class, you please enter into the Zoom meeting with your name, rather than the device name or some other's name. No, you please enter into your own name. Already I told you then how to write the name, your class, division, your roll number, and your name, the same manner. When you enter into the Zoom, you can write there in that name, you can come. So it will be easy for us to understand who are they, or who are the people attending the lectures, we can understand. Now let us go to the topic. What is the name of the first topic I said? What is the short form? Please write the short form of this particular topic, what I'm going to take today. Write in your chat, please. You are not getting my voice. I'm not getting any response from your end. What is the name of the topic? Okay, only one student has written there. The name of the topic is that reproduction in lower and higher plants. Now, what is reproduction? Reproduction, you know, is very simple to understand. Reproduction. You know, production means what? Produce something else. Reproduction means produce again and again. So when you talk about the plants, whether it is a plant or animals, all these plants and animals are living organisms. One of the important characteristics of living organism is that they can reproduce. Now, what is reproduction? You know, many different types of characteristics of life, you know. Out of these various characteristics, one of the most important characteristics of life is that reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction, we can say, that means that is production of young ones of its own kind. All of you, please mute yourself. I'm getting a lot of disturbance. Okay. What is reproduction? Reproduction means production of young ones of its own kind. Now just look at the point which is coming over there. It's a process in which an organism produces young ones. Now you know that plants are not going to get married, but all the human beings are going to get married. What is the meaning of this marriage? Marriage means bringing two different gametes. What is the purpose of bringing two different gametes? The purpose of bringing two different gametes is that produce young ones of its own kind. And this is one of the important characteristics of living organism. Produce young ones of its own kind. That means that is what is called as reproduction. One second. Okay. So produce young ones of its own kind. That means every living organism in the world, whether it is a plant or any type of animal, they are producing young ones of its own kind. Why they are reproducing? The purpose of reproduction is two things. One is that continuation of the race. That means you know that, for example, if one human being, any example you can think or you can take, see, there is a family. In the family, there is a child. That child is going to get married and they are getting children. That means that particular family race is continued. Otherwise, what will happen? The family history will stop over there. So this is widely applicable in all the living organisms. For example, if there is any plant, you just take a coconut is a plant. All of a sudden, one plant decided not to get young ones. So that particular plant's, that history is stopped. Like that, all the coconut plants in the world decided that they don't want to reproduce. They are not going to produce young ones of its own kind. What will happen? That particular species will going to end. So if we want to continue the species, if we want to continue the generation, otherwise we can say if you want to continue the life, because the life is because of reproduction. So two things are there to say. One is that to continue the species, and second thing we can say that to continue the life. Now, if the species is not continuing, what will happen? That particular species will go into extinct, going to disappear. So we know that many different types of endangered plants and animals are there. Why they are coming into that situation? Because they were not in a position to reproduce large scale. So reproduction is a must to continue the race, at the same time to continue the life. And that is why one generation followed by another generation, like that. So in this particular slide, I told you that what is reproduction? Very simple meaning, reproduce young ones of its own kind. Okay, produce young ones of its own kind. How many reasons are there for this particular reproduction? How many reasons I said? You please open your chat and write that how many reasons at all. How many reasons at all? You please write in the chat. Yes, two. One is to continue the life. Second is then to continue the species. Now we are going to see that how many types of reproduction there. Reproduction, two types are there. One is called asexual. The other one is called sexual. Now, if you look at the textbook, you can see that some place it is written that vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction is also coming under asexual. But mostly the vegetative reproduction, we are talking about angiosperms. When we talk about the lower organisms, we use the term asexual reproduction. Vegetative reproduction, we talk about there in angiosperms. The specific reason is there. When the topic comes, I will tell you. So there are two types of reproduction. One is asexual and sexual. Now you see the slide over there. In one slide it is written there asexual. I mean, one part it is written there asexual. The other part it is written there sexual. What is not common in both the technical terms? Please write there in the box that what is common. What is common? What is not common in both the terms? What is not common? All of you please write there in the chat box. What is not common? Two terms are there, asexual and sexual. What is not common? Not common. Not common. What is common? I didn't ask. I asked what is not common. My voice is not coming there. Hello. Hello. Yeah, my voice is coming. What is common there? You didn't get my question. मेरा क्वेश्चन यही है, आप जो दो टेक्निकल टर्म्स आप स्क्रीन में देख रहे हैं, एक एसेक्सुअल दूसरा है सेक्सुअल, ये दोनों टेक्निकल टर्म में कॉमन क्या नहीं है, मैं वो पूछा. एक सिंगल लेटर है. व्हाट इज नॉट कॉमन? Yes. Yeah, Satish has given me the answer. What is not common? A is not common. That means in the first technical term, first sexual is there, but before sexual, one word is written, one letter is written, that is A. But in second time, one sentence, I mean, one word is there that is completely sexual. So sexual is there in the first one also, but what is the difference there? A. What does this A means? The A means then absent. A means absent. That means in asexual reproduction, sex is not involved. Now you may have an idea about what is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, actually there is a topic, I mean the further topic is that only. In detail we are going to talk about sexual reproduction. So I don't want to go very deep into that, but simple sense. Sexual reproduction means there are two different organisms are involved. That means two parents are involved. And another thing is that these two parents are producing two different types of gametes. And these two different types of gametes, we can say, these two different types of gametes, we can say one is of male gamete and second is female gamete. And this male and female gamete, when come together, they join together, the fertilization is taking place and the zygote is formed and new individual is formed. So if a new individual is to be formed, there are two different individuals, two different types of sex cells, yeah, gametes must be formed, and these two different types of sex cells or gametes must be fused, yeah, fertilized. But when you come to the asexual reproduction, in asexual reproduction we can notice that there these sex cells are not involved. There these gametes are not involved. So the two parents are not involved, two different types of gametes are not involved, and since all these sex cells or sex gametes or even two parents not involved, we can say the absence of sexual reproduction here. That is what is called asexual reproduction. I think you understood that what is the meaning of asexual reproduction. Means there the sex is not involved. Okay, so asexual reproduction is one, there the sex is not involved. Okay. Okay, now we are going to talk about asexual reproduction in detail. Okay, now what is asexual reproduction? Okay, what is asexual reproduction? Can you see there? It is, yeah, there we can say that there the point is that they produce genetically identical progeny from one parent. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. I'm getting sound. Okay. Now, what is asexual reproduction? Very simple. I told you that is no sex is involved. Now, what is the characteristics of this asexual reproduction? Number one, in this asexual reproduction, whatever progenies are formed, whatever offsprings means the new generation, young ones, formed from one parent, that all the young ones, all the progenies, all the offsprings will be having the same genetic constitution of the parent, because there is only one parent. If there are two individuals involved, what happens? You know that in sexual reproduction, that is the main point. There is a male parent, there is a female parent, and male parents are having some characteristics, female parent is having some characteristics. And when these characteristics come together in a zygote, there is a blending of characters, and because of blending of characters, there is differences and similarities and differences. Please mute yourself. I'm getting sound. I don't know from whom. So they are blending of characteristics, and because of that, you can see in sexual reproduction, the children, the young ones are never looking like similar to their parents. There are similarities, at the same time differences. But if you come to asexual reproduction, in asexual reproduction, whatever progenies are produced, whatever young ones are produced, all the young ones are getting similar characteristics of the parent, because there is only one parent. No two parents, or no more than one parent. There is only one parent. Whatever the parent is having, that is just transmitted to the next generation, and so the progenies are genetically identical. They are genetically similar. Then second characteristics of asexual reproduction is that there is only one parent. There is only one parent. So 2 points I told you. And third point is that I told you that asexual reproduction is normally seen there in lower organisms. Especially this one is applicable there in case of unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms, you know, there is only one cell they have. With one cell, they are self-sufficient, they are self-contained, they can do all the activities. All of you, please mute yourself. Someone is unmuted, please mute it.
अभी हमारे संवाददाता ने बताया कि बिहार में क्राइम का स्तर काफी गिर गया है, लोग राहत की सांस लेने लग गए हैं।
Please mute yourself, because I'm getting a lot of disturbance. Okay, so this is mostly taken place there in one unicellular organism. Unicellular organisms means what? There is only one cell. With one cell, they are capable to do all the life activities. Example, amoeba, paramecia, euglena. Then similarly, simple plants, lower, what you can say, primitive type of plants, or lower type of plants, like even Spirogyra we can say. So such type of lower plants. In angiosperms, it is not applicable, but lower plants and animals, it can be seen. Fourth point is that we can say whatever progenies are produced, all the progenies are looking like their parents. At the same time, between the offsprings also, you can say the characteristics will be same. That means if from one plant, you got 10 new plants, all the 10 new plants are having same genetic constitution of that same parent. At the same time, among themselves also, इन लोगों के बीच में parents से जो मिला हुआ जो character है, पेरेंट्स से जो मिला हुआ कैरेक्टर है, वो सभी प्लांट्स, सभी ऑर्गेनिजम्स का सेम होगा. So we can say the offsprings are identical to one another. Okay, offsprings are identical to one another and to their parents. And finally, from one plant, if 100 plants are produced, all those 100 plants are, whether it is an animal, even an animal also the same thing. If 100 animals are there, all the animals are looking similar. In all aspects, they are looking similar. They are morphologically, they are same. Genetically, they are same. And when they are same, just one example, you look at the banana plant. You know, one banana plant, but from banana plant sidewise, so many small young ones are coming up. All these young ones are looking same. Only difference is that one is older, the other one is younger. But all are same, or morphologically they are same. Even the genetic constitution, if you look at that, also you can say same. So when morphologically and genetically they are same, such individuals we call as clone. And these clones are similar to their parents in all aspects, morphologically as well as genetically. Now let us see what are the different methods, different mode of asexual reproduction. One, in the slide you can see 6 mode you can say. I can start from fragmentation. Clockwise you see fragmentation, budding, spore formation, binary fission, conidia formation, and gemule formation. All of you open your chat and chat box and write there how many mode you see there on the screen. All of you write please fast. How many mode you see there on the screen? Yes, very good. 6 different types of mode you see there on the slide. First one is then fragmentation. Okay. Now, what is fragmentation? Now look at there, you see one picture over here. And you know this is the picture of Spirogyra. This is the picture of the Spirogyra. This is a Spirogyra. This Spirogyra we can say is an algae. In this algae, you can see that there are so many cells are placed end to end. The cells are placed. This is actually a slide little different because it shows sexual reproduction over here. But this slide this filament you look at, this is called as filamentous body. Now you see this is the filamentous body. In this filamentous body, how the train कैसे arrange किया है? एक डब्बा आगे join करके एक लंबा train form किया जैसा इधर एक cell end to end place करके you got a filament. This is a multi-cell organism. Spirogyra is a multi-cell organism. It multiplies by means of a process called fragmentation. What is fragmentation? Very simple. This filament, this is the long filament, and this filament can break into pieces. अब इधर देखिए ये एक फिलामेंट था, ये छोटा छोटा टुकड़ा फॉर्म गया, मतलब कुछ वाटर करंट से होगा, कुछ करंट से ये फिलामेंट ब्रेक हो गया. जब ये फिलामेंट ब्रेक हो गया, अभी आपको मालूम है हम लोग जब चौक क्लास में यूज करते हैं, बड़ा चौक लेके आता है, लेकिन यूज करते टाइम बीच में वो ब्रेक होता है, छोटा छोटा टुकड़ा फॉर्म होता है. बट यू नो दैट चौक इज नॉट अ लिविंग वन. वो लिविंग वन नहीं है, इसलिए क्या होगा, चौक ब्रेक हो गया तो क्या खराब हो गया, मतलब छोटा हो गया, वो बड़ा नहीं होगा. लेकिन ये स्पाइरोगेरा भी ऐसा फिलामेंटस बॉडी है, लॉन्ग बॉडी है, लेकिन क्या होगा, कुछ कारण से या कुछ वाटर करंट से, कुछ कारण सेक्शनल फोर्स से ब्रेक हो जाएगा. द ब्रेक होने के बाद ईच फिलामेंट, ईच टुकड़ा, ईच फ्रैगमेंट विल डेवलप इनटू ए न्यू वन. You see, multicellular organisms break into fragments, and each fragment can develop into a new individual. This is what is called a fragmentation. Okay. Okay. Now, second one, look at there. Second one is then budding. Budding is very common there in yeast. Yeast आपको मालूम है, इस माइक्रोस्कोपिक ऑर्गेनिज्म है. और yeast के बारे में बात करेगा तो yeast कौन सा टाइप है? Is it a algae और फंगस? आपको क्या लगता है? Yeast is fungus या algae? All of you write there in the chat box what it is. Yeast. First time सुना है क्या yeast के बारे में? Yeast मालूम है? The slide में already दिखा है. Yeast is what? Yeast is algae या fungus? Yeah, Gupta already written there. It's fungus. Yeast is a fungus. So this fungus, ये fungus के बारे में बात करते तो ये point याद रखना, हमेशा याद रखना है. This is the only unicellular fungus. सभी fungus multicellular है, लेकिन सिर्फ ये एक fungus है, वो यूनिसेलुलर है. प्लीज किसी का माइक ऑन किया है वो अनम्यूट करो प्लीज. अनम्यूट करो प्लीज. अनम्यूट है, म्यूट करो. Then yeast is a unicellular organism. ये यूनिसेलर ऑर्गेनिज्म अभी इधर इधर आप देखिए, ये यूनिसेलर ऑर्गेनिज्म, अब देखिए ये यूनिसेलर एक ही सेल है, लेकिन ये यूनिसेलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है, ये छोटा सा प्रोजेक्शन फॉर्म कर रहा है साइड में, ये प्रोजेक्शन को बोलता है बड। शायद एक ऐसा वाला एक बड फॉर्म करेगा, नहीं तो दो बड फॉर्म करेगा, बड का नंबर कितना भी हो, मतलब 1 और मोर हो सकता है, लेकिन एक यूनिसेलर ऑर्गेनिज्म से छोटा बड फॉर्म करता है। ये छोटा बड क्या करेंगे, दैट थोड़ा साइज फॉर्म करने के बाद ये बड वो पेरेंट इसमें से वो सेपरेट हो जाएगा। सेपरेट हो गया तो देन व्हाट विल हैपन, दैट विल डेवलप इनटू ए न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म। सो दिस इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड बडिंग। सो ईस्ट में होता है, फेवरेबल कंडीशन में होता है, ये ईस्ट यूनिसेलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है, उसमें एक या दो या उससे ज्यादा बड फॉर्म करता है, आउटग्रोथ फॉर्म होता है। जब ये बड पेरेंट से सेपरेट हो जाएगा तभी दैट विल ग्रो इनटू ए न्यू इंडिविजुअल। Okay, next third one is that zoospore formation and binary fission. ये दोनों में combine करके एक slide में लिया है। First one is that zoospore formation. Now, what is zoospore formation? अभी Chlamydomonas, ये भी एक algal member है aquatic organism से। इवन एक Chlamydomonas देखे तो उसमें एक यूनिसेलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है। ये यूनिसेलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स का अंदर एक स्पेशल कप शेप्ड क्लोरोप्लास्ट है, उसका अंदर साइटोप्लाज्म है, ये सब कॉमन, एक सिंगल सेल है, यूनिसेलुलर है, लेकिन क्या करेगा जब बड़ा हो जाएगा तभी दिस यूनिसेलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स साइटोप्लाज्म दैट विल स्प्लिट इनटू मेनी पीसेस। मतलब ये जो क्लामिडोमोनास उसका जो प्रोटोप्लाज्म है अंदर का पार्ट है, दैट विल स्प्लिट इनटू डिफरेंट यूनिट्स एंड ईच यूनिट विल डेवलप इनटू ए स्पोर and that spore is known as zoospore. अभी आप इधर देखा तो मालूम पड़ेगा ये एक सिंगल सेल था। Now if you look at here, ये एक सिंगल सेल था, लेकिन इसका अंदर का प्रोटोप्लाज्म क्या हो गया, स्प्लिट हो गया, स्प्लिट होकर छोटा छोटा टुकड़ा फॉर्म किया। ये छोटा छोटा टुकड़ा फॉर्म किया है, उसको एक फ्लैजेला भी फॉर्म किया। फ्लैजेला क्या है, इसका मूवमेंट के लिए, मतलब ये इट विल बीट देयर इन द वाटर एंड मूव, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड फ्लैजेलेटेड या मोटाइल। दीस स्पोर्स आर मोटाइल इन नेचर बिकॉज उसमें क्या है, फ्लैजेला सब फॉर्म। by using this flagella they can beat in the water and they can move from one place to another, so it helps in movements. So these spores are called as zoospores, an example Chlamydomonas. Okay, now if you look at दूसरा type, that is called paramecium. Paramecium is also unicellular organism. Earlier just there in the animal kingdom. Now you know the kingdoms are divided, and accordingly all these have been grouped in another type, unicellular organisms. So in paramecium, you look at them. There you can notice that there is only one cell, but what will happen? They will split horizontally. मतलब ये single organism था, slipper animalcule हम लोग बोलता है। ये स्लिपर एनिमलक्यूल क्या होता है, सी दिस इज द स्लिपर एनिमलक्यूल, ये ट्रांसवर्सली स्प्लिट होता है। सो ये ट्रांसवर्सली स्प्लिट हो गया तो क्या बन जाएगा, दिस विल बिकम टू डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनिजम्स। इवन यूग्लिना आल्सो यू कैन सी, बट यूग्लिना में क्या होता है, ये वर्टिकल फिश डिविजन है। अभी इसमें एक टेक्निकल टर्म आपको बोलना है, वन इज फ्यूजन, द अदर वन इज फिशन। फ्यूजन क्या है, FUSION, फ्यूजन। फ्यूजन मतलब जॉइनिंग, unite, but fission means break. So याद रखना ये opposite meaning में आता है। Fusion means joining together, means two different things come together and becomes one. Fission means one is going to split, one is going to break. That fission means breaking. So paramecium is breaking transversely into two individuals at the same time. Now you see this is going to break and you get two different individuals, and this is an independent one now. So both the ones getting into new individuals. Okay, they are independent now. So one paramecium became two paramecium now. So this is called fission in paramecium. And similarly, euglena also you can see the division, but that is vertical division. But you go to amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular organism. Look at here. This is a unicellular organism. This amoeba is also doing the same thing. But when amoeba is divided, you see it is structuring here like this. The nucleus is divided. All the components of the cell is getting divided. Cytoplasm is divided. And ultimately the division takes place and two amoeba formed. So all these things are one thing, nothing fission. And this fission we can say binary fission. Binary fission. Binary fission means one becomes two. One amoeba, एक amoeba है, break हो गया, आपको दो amoeba मिल गया, binary fission हो गया. पैरामीशन लिए, ट्रांसवर्सली ब्रेक हो गया, यू गेट 2 एंड यूग्लिना ले लो, वर्टिकली डिवाइड होता है, यू गेट 2 एंड सो दिस वी कैन से बाइनरी फिशन. नाउ लुक एट द फोर्थ वन इज दैट कोनिडिया फॉर्मेशन एंड जेम्यूल फॉर्मेशन. अभी ये भी किधर होता है? फंगस में होता है. अब ये देखिए, दिस इज अ फंगस. ये फंगस में देखिए ऐसा वाला एक स्ट्रक्चर आता है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज कोनिडियोफोर्स. मतलब ये जब मैच्योर हो जाता है, ये स्पेशल स्ट्रक्चर प्रोड्यूस होता है. ये स्ट्रक्चर को बोलता है कोनिडियोफोर्स. एट द टिप ऑफ द कोनिडियोफोर्स देखिए छोटा छोटा स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्म होता है.
Yes, sir.
This is called small round structures you can see, and later on it gets detached from it, and that was falling on a substratum, and then they are developing into a new one. These small structures are called as spores, and this is called a conidia. Yeah, conidiospores. Yeah, conidia we can say. The term we are using over here is conidia. Okay, and now you see another organism there. Yeah, animal kingdom. See in the next chapter you will study this one again. Sponge. Sponge also. You can see small projections over there, and these small projections which we call as gemme, and this one, each one can develop into new individuals. So in short, what we can say that in asexual reproduction there are 6 different modes. The first one we can notice over there, then the first is fragmentation, and after that you have seen after fragmentation, what you have seen? Come on, tell me what you have seen after fragmentation. 6 mode you have seen, right? We have no time, that is why I'm going fast. Now it is 35. We'll get only 2 more minutes. I will do one thing, vegetative propagation. I will start there in the next class because today we have little time. So now 2-3 minutes left. So I don't want to go into this. So we'll go back to the slide fast and see 6 mode we have discussed it. That is, one is fragmentation. There what we have seen that in Spirogyra, the long filament is breaking into small fragments, and each fragment can develop into a new individual. Second, we have seen budding. That is example yeast. In that is a unicellular organism. In that small projections are formed, and these small projections called bud. And when it is getting separated from the mother one, that will be developing into a new individual. That is called budding. Third one we have seen spore. There we have seen in Chlamydomonas, the unicellular organism. In this, the cytoplasm, yeah, protoplasm is divided into small fragments. Later on, this will develop into spore. That is called zoospore, and that is having flagella, and so it is motile. And even an algae, if you look at that, is not motile. In fungi, we can notice that. In fungus we can say this is not motile. In algae, it is motile because of the flagella they have. And Chlamydomonas example we have seen. And next is that binary fission. In that we have seen that one organism divides into 2. Example we have seen amoeba, Paramecium, euglena. Then we have seen in fungus conidia formed, and in sponge we have seen gemmules are formed. Okay, I hope that you are following me, because now internet, I got a message right now that the internet connection is unstable. I don't know whether the connection is there or not. All of you open your chat box and write you are listening me. You are getting me? My internet connection is there? Yes, I'm getting the message over here. Okay, very good. So today I'm going to end the class over here. Next class, I mean tomorrow, we will start with the vegetative reproduction. That is in relation to angiosperms. That is why I told you that in angiosperms, we are not using the technical term asexual. We are using the technical term vegetative. Today, what we have seen, just recollect or review all the things fast. One is called asexual reproduction. What is asexual? First, we have seen what is reproduction. What is reproduction? Produce young ones of its own kind. Why reproduction is a must? To continue the life, to continue the species, or to avoid extinction. Then what are the two different types? Asexual and sexual. Then in asexual reproduction, what happens? All the progenies which are produced, they are looking same. They are genetically identical. They are genetically similar. Then we have seen second character, there is only one parent. And then we have seen that it is mostly taking place there in unicellular organisms and simple plants and animals. And when we have seen that all the offsprings which are produced there in asexual reproduction, they are morphologically and genetically same. And so those individuals are called as clones. And then we have seen how many types? 6 different types of asexual reproduction. One is fragmentation. Second is budding, spore, binary fission, conidia, gemmules. 6 different mode. Examples भी मैंने आपको दिया है. I hope you understood, you enjoyed today's class.